Hmm. Well, it is Friday, June 3rd, 2022. Um, yeah, so those high-low vegan corn runners, I think those are the name of the shoes, or something like that. I'm not sure. But I did order a pair. And the idea was to do a cooperative discount, or like I buy it through a link and I get a discount, and then because they referred somebody, they get the same discount or something like that. And it looked like it was working until I got to checkout and it didn't show. And I was like, oh, I don't know why. Um, but I did want to go ahead and get them anyway. So I just went ahead and, you know, bought a pair. And for whatever reason, I was just like, well, I guess it just didn't work. And so I just reported that and let them know. So if they got a referral, uh, or if they didn't, it's like, well, I've got a pair on the way. And I was just like trying to make sure that they didn't feel like somehow I felt somehow, no. Just, yeah, I don't understand why these things are the way they are. And, technology and referrals, or, just websites and how they interface and how I navigate them, how I interpret what is going on and the information request. And probably there was probably something that I didn't observe or notice, or, you know, that caused, I don't know. But anyway, so I let them know, and hopefully they understood that no harm was registered and no harm, yeah, that whole thing. So I will be excited to receive them. Hopefully they arrive. I have never received a package. Well, people have sent me packages, but I've never ordered and received a package on my own here. Just because I don't like to rely on delivery services, just because. At least not here. I used to, but I never have here, and I never questioned it. I just, didn't. I have everything within access that I could possibly want. I don't have to rely on delivery. But as far as like Amazon or UPS or things like that. But so that'll be interesting. I did look at the shoes, and just on visual inspection, they are a way different design than Saucony's, so which my feet have grown accustomed to over the long years. So these shoes might go for a test run and then immediately be reassigned and to other purposes, because my feet will protest, because feet to ankles to knees to hips to it all translates, and my feet are the touchstones of my run. So anyway, and I guess the other thing that I found out, switching topics, the other thing I found out was one of the people that lives here um, did return to their old ways. Imagine that. They were showing up for a while at meetings, and then they got out of treatment and they moved into the apartments and disappeared from meetings because they, I don't know, got busy. And then they found themselves, I don't know, and surprise, surprise. And yeah, so all of a sudden they showed up again at meetings. It's like, because they got caught. And they even admitted that they tried to deny and hide and cast blame and excuses and all that sort of stuff to. But well, we'll see. I'm just guessing that they won't be around very much longer. But I've been surprised before, not very often, but I've been surprised before. But for the most people that do come through here, it's not a happy ending. It's not even a peaceable ending. Yeah, but it's up to the individual. So anyway, but generally, when I don't see people, I just, I'd like to say I assume the best, but for the most part, when people disappear or I don't see them, it's like, uh-oh. Whereas for me, because I'm special, when people don't see me, I'm just doing whatever it is I do, because I live at a different time. I have an entirely different schedule, and it's actually when you do see me that something might be different. So, but and people then do see me out and about and stuff like that, so it's reassuring that I am in fact doing okay, whether or not they see me as part of their active lives in recovery and things like that. But I find it disheartening and discouraging when people try to immediately, well, what do you do for your recovery? And it's like, well, I do this and I do that, but this is after, what I've been through. So they can't then use what I do as like, well, I'm not going to do any more than him because he only does this. It's like, no, that's not how it works. You do what is for you, and I am not. I'm not the cornerstone or the flagstone or whatever, the benchmark to measure what is good enough or what is, and besides. And I thought about it. It's like, did I have it any easier or harder because of being autistic? No. And that's not even a part of it, I don't think. Just the way I think and my readiness and willingness to accept complete and utter defeat and hopelessness and powerlessness, and that whatever it was and however it was I was living did not work, and I didn't want it anymore, and I was getting exactly what I did want. It was just taking a different form, which I didn't even know. Just anything would have been fine with me because I just wanted out, and so I got out at the first opportunity that presented itself. Death would have been fine, but they brought me back. Dang it. And so having found myself alive, it's like, well, obviously I don't want more of what I was doing before, and if the body cooperates and, survives, then, well, I don't want to live like that anymore, because that sucked. So recovery was there to help put together something, and then I was able to take that and run with it and build myself my own, life as it is. So I feel okay about it. It does not make sense to a lot of other people how it is that I am okay with things as they are. Shouldn't I want this? Shouldn't I be doing this? Shouldn't I be? Well, apparently not. Apparently whatever it is I am doing is okay, and however it is the way I'm doing it is also okay. It works for me, and I don't prescribe or try to say that it's going to work for somebody else. I don't think so. People seem to really need a lot of social connection to stay grounded. They need to talk to people all the time, like on a daily basis. Talk. I don't know about what they talk about. Whereas I just talk to myself and have minimal contact with the rest of society. And apparently that's wrong. And it took me back to how I used to think. I would ask, and I was like, every so often, and I was always like, didn't want to ask because I felt like I already knew the answer. It's like, can't I just live better and not drink? And the answer is no, you can't. Because that's doing it wrong. And if you did try to do it that way, you wouldn't be happy, and you would fail, and you would go back to the way things were. It's like doomsaying and fear mongering. And it's just basically because, as far as I'm concerned, they don't feel that that would work for them. So then it can't, since it won't work for them, or they cannot foresee how it could possibly work for them, then therefore it's impossible. Since they cannot conceive of it, it is then therefore impossible. Whereas that's not true. Just because I can't imagine it or don't have the ability to do it does not mean that it's not possible for somebody else to do it, or conceive of it, or imagine it, or dream it, or invent it, or innovate it, or engineer it, or manifest it. I don't know what anybody else is capable of. I don't know what I'm capable of. That's why I'm living it to find out. So, and I am living proof that whatever it is I'm doing, however it is I'm doing it, works for me. It doesn't work for anybody else, because I wouldn't know how to tell anybody. I can only just, if you followed me around and went to the meetings I went to, you might catch a glimmer of something. But adapting it and renovating it to be of some value in one's own life, I wouldn't even know, because I don't know how anybody else thinks. I only know how I think. Well, I don't even know how I think. I just am used to myself and know what's kind of within my own parameters of, normal. And my perceptions are flawed and skewed at all turns. And I just don't judge myself, and it's like, I just kind of, whenever things happen, it's like, well, that just happened. And I'll just be like, okay, well, I just kind of go with things on the fly and try not to overreact. I'm more in danger of underreacting, because I'll notice things and be like, well, I'll just figure that's okay. Wait a second, that might not be okay and might need some interaction. So, or I might be stepping outside of my boundaries, or somebody might be asking for something and I'm not noticing or paying attention, or not picking up on signals or signs. So it's like I'll just totally just miss. And that's probably why a lot of my situation is the way it is, because I don't notice. I'm not picking up on things that, so, or I'm choosing to be obtuse. But isn't it all too convenient? And it's like, no, I find it decidedly inconvenient to be the way it is I am, with my limited perception. It's like I don't know all the things that I don't know. And I'm sure there's a lot more going on around me that I am not even noticing or picking up on. Conversations and attitudes, and people might have opinions or reservations about me that I don't even notice, and I have no idea where they come up with it. And so it's like it completely catches me off guard when somebody has like a hostile reaction to me, and it's like, well, I've never even talked to you. What kind of opinion could you have formed? It's like rumors, gossip, and hearsay. Like people form opinions because I don't give them anything to go off of. So over time, people come up with things I don't know, and I really don't care. So that doesn't help either, because I don't seek to police and try to help people form an opinion. It's like either, yeah, I just don't have the time or energy or desire to help people construct some image or whatever. So, but anyway, this was mostly about shoes. I just wanted to say that I am excited to be getting a new pair of shoes in 3 to 7 business days from yesterday when I ordered it. So that'll hopefully be by the end of next week, and I will immediately take them out for a run and see what happens. But I'm worried about the arch support, and I won't take them for a long run. I'll take them for a short run. Maybe only 5 miles. So if I can moderate myself to only 5 miles, which is getting difficult, but I can do it. Yeah. Yeah, I can do a 44. That's not bad. It's about 5 miles. So anyway, I guess that's it for me. And you know, hair's still getting longer, so and summer hasn't even started. So, and pretty soon I'll be finishing my, because I'm in my 6th year, got my 5-year token, and I'll be getting my 6th year in August. So, just over 2 months away for mine. And then Barbara's is at the end of July. So, her 6 years as well. So, anyway, I guess I don't really have anything else to say. So I should probably go. And